So looks like Disney is making a remake of Pete's Dragon. Some might even say it's a repeat. I'm sorry, I feel bad for that joke too. Welcome to Catching Up with Andre, where I get you caught up on the latest movies. Pete's Dragon is coming to Regal Cinemas on August 12th, but I'm gonna get you caught up right now. In the early days of Disney, they actually have a history of scenes in their movies that mix live action with 2D animation, like in Fantasia, Mary Poppins, and Bedknobs and Broomsticks. But in 1977, Disney released a movie where one of the main characters was a 2D animated creature, and that movie was Pete's Dragon. Set in the early 1900s, Pete's Dragon was about a little orphan boy named Pete who lived with a terrible foster family. Think Harry Potter and Cinderella's foster family mixed with hillbillies. Oh, Pete, you're our orphan, but you gon' work for us, dadgum. But Pete's life is changed when he meets Elliot, a kind dragon who becomes his friend and has the power to breathe fire and turn invisible. Pete and Elliot become fast friends, and because Elliot can become invisible, he follows Pete back into town. But when Elliot knocks over and destroys things while invisible, Pete is the one to blame and is labeled a jinx. Eventually, Pete meets a sweet woman named Nora who takes better care of him than his foster family does, even though her father, Lampy, the town drunk, claims, "I saw a dragon!" even in song. But when Pete's foster family and an evil doctor find out of the dragon, it's a madcap chase to keep Pete and Elliot safe, and Elliot uses his invisibility and fire-breathing powers to save the day. Go, Elliot! The director for the animation in Pete's Dragon was Don Bluth, who's famous for such animated classics as An American Tail, The Land Before Time, and The Secret of NIMH. And Don Bluth must really love dragons. He also made the arcade game Dragon's Lair. Thanks for taking on my arcade tokens, Don Bluth. And Don Bluth's assistant director on Pete's Dragon was Don Hahn, who would then go on years later to make another Disney live-action animated classic, the Academy Award-winning Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Yeah, Pete's Dragon, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, great live-action animated films, but we all know what the best live-action animated hybrid movie is of all time, right? Welcome to the Space Jam! Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam! Alright, here's another interesting factoid about Pete's Dragon. In 1980, it was the first Disney movie to be released on VHS and Betamax. Kids, ask your parents. But other than a few plush toys here and there and a great float in the Disney Main Street Electrical Parade, there hasn't been a lot of Pete's Dragon around in the Disney universe. That is until Disney decided to remake all of its classic movies like Cinderella, The Jungle Book, Beauty and the Beast, and of course, Pete's Dragon. In the remake, instead of getting a 2D animated dragon, we get a 3D CGI dragon. And the time period of the movie and the backstory of Pete has changed for this remake. This time, Pete is a young orphan living in the forest with Elliot the dragon protecting him. This is totally different from Disney's earlier movie this year, The Jungle Book, where Mowgli was a young orphan living in the jungle with wolves and a panther protecting him. Totally different. Ding 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 diggy ding ding. Bryce Dallas Howard also stars in the Pete's Dragon remake, which makes a lot of sense. She already has training dealing with giant green CGI creatures from being in Jurassic World last year. We also get Robert Redford, Wes Bentley, Carl Urban, young Oaks Fegley as Pete, and of course Pete's Dragon and that pure Disney magic. Pete's Dragon comes to Regal Cinemas on August 12th. Let me know if you're gonna go see Pete's Dragon and what is your favorite animated creature. And don't worry, Elliot the Dragon, if you can't find much work after this movie is over, there's always room for you on Game of Thrones. You'll have a great mother there.